already seen the answer. Is that right? Let's go to the next question.
Yes.
Now, whether you will be
Yes,
able to
sir.
get the another questions or not. Is this
A
visible?
flock at a butcher shop stands 5 foot and then 10 inches tall. He wears size 13 shoes. What does he wear?
A clerk at a butcher shop stands 5 foot and 10 inch tall. He wears size 13 shoes. What does he wear? Anyone?
Clerk.
Meat.
Food.
Exactly. Thank you. Who said this, Pravindra?
I.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Next question. The answer was correct. Answer was meat, right? Let's go to the third question.
Oh, got it.
Before
Before
Mount
Mount Everest discovered, what was the
Mount Everest. Mount Everest, sir.
Yes, somebody who said this?
Reconnecting.
Okay, great. Thank you. So let's go to the next question. Question 4. How much dot
How
is
much
there
dot
in a
is
hole
there in the whole
which measures 2 feet by 5 feet by 4 feet?
5 feet? Oh,
Can anyone answer this?
which measures 2 by 5 feet by 4 feet? गाह्रो।
होल्दै मेजर गर्छ ल
You can try.
No dot in the hole.
Oh, there is no dot in the hole. Yes. Who said this? Pavindra?
I said, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
There is no dot in hole, right? So
Yes, sir.
I'll be forwarding. We have another question. What word in English language is always spelled incorrectly? Can you?
Correctly.
Incorrectly.
भिटामिन
Vitamin?
हजुर
No.
Incorrectly नै हैन र
Think once. Again.
Sir, incorrectly.
Yes, you are right.
Incorrectly नै हो.
Oh, exactly. Because the same word incorrectly can be spelled incorrectly. Otherwise, all the words can be spelled correctly.
Yes, sir.
So talented.
The word incorrectly, right? Let's go to the next question. It is a bit tricky. Billy was born on December 20th. Yet her birthday always falls in summer. How is it possible? Any idea? डिसेम्बरको 28 मा जन्मेको अरे अनि उनको बर्थडे जहिले पनि समरमा पर्छ अरे कसरी सम्भव हुन्छ
लिप इयर होला नि त
मिस्टेकली होला सर
नाइ इज नॉट दैट
ल कसरी हो त यो त
you need to
पवित्र भन न पवित्र मिस्टेक होला सर कोही सर
no she was taken to of the place where she lives she lives in the southern hemisphere where there is very different weather?
So tricky question.
In British Columbia, you cannot.
Probably in Australia.
In British Columbia, you cannot take a picture of a man with a wooden leg. Why not? Answer.
You need camera.
Because wooden leg cannot take the snap, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, good. Let's go to the next question. If you are running a race and pass the person in the second place, what place are you in now? Somebody was saying,
Second, sir.
yeah,
Oh,
Sambu
if
Thapai
you
ko,
were running a race and passed.
person in second place, what place would you be in? Obviously, you will be second, right?
Second, yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
We have two more questions and we'll go back to our the other session. Which is correct to say the yolk of the egg is white or the yolk of the eggs are white?
None of the above.
The yolk of the egg is white, I think.
Or
Egg is yellow.
the yolk of eggs are white. Which one is correct?
No,
No one is correct.
no one is
Sir,
correct.
the yolk of eggs are yellow.
Yes, the yolk egg is yellow, right? Good. So you have done almost all the questions. Now I have to show you one more question and we will go back to the next one. Look at here, question. A farmer has 5 haystacks in one field and 4 haystacks in another. How many haystacks would he have if he combined them all in one field?
Five
One,
haystacks.
Sorry?
5 haystacks.
5 and 4. A farmer has 5 haystacks in one field and
9.
4 in another.
9.
9.
अनि 1 मै जोड्यो भने त 9 हुन्छ सर
9 हुन्छ?
हुन्छ
No.
one. Oh, farmer has 5.
1.
5 + 4 9 भएन सर कति सजिलो
No, that's not the correct answer.
There
1.
might be
Sorry?
1 field हैन 1 field को 5
एउटा फिल्डको 5 अर्को फिल्डको 4 अनि ती दुईटालाई फेरि एउटै फिल्डमा ल्यायो भने कतिवटा हुन्छ?
5 field मा ल्यायो भने all in one field.
So anyway,
5 वाला 5
कसैकोबाट पनि सही उत्तर आए जस्तो लागेन मलाई. None of you gave the correct answer. Sorry?
probably 1.
Probably 1. Who said this? Oh, yes.
Nobody said that's right.
Yes. Okay. Paspati sir helped me this answer. Obviously, there are 5 haystacks in one field and 4 in another. When they combine, they come to the same, portion. That's why that becomes 1. So the answer is 1.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway. Thank you. You can watch this like such videos time and again. I can show you much more videos, and we can learn many things there. Now let me go through this presentation talk of the day. Let me just say what we'll be talking about. And are you looking at it? Yes? The screen is visible for you all, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I just want to recap what actually our presentation should be made on. And basically in our today's talk, I just started by a short quote by, said by Einstein long back: learn from yesterday. We have learned many things yesterday and we have to live for today. We do not know what will happen tomorrow. There was a lady died due to corona in Dhulikhel a couple of days ago. So she didn't know what was going to happen in her life. So we always have to live uh, for the present context. That's why we learn from yesterday and we live for today and hope for tomorrow, and we always be to be hopeful, so the day comes and we will reopen our school and colleges, we'll come back to the city and we'll normalize the overall life. So this quote is very powerful, so I brought here to make it clear. We have to learn many things from yesterday, because the background knowledge that we learned from our school level, that we were able to come to our college level, say grade 11. And today we are living and we are wishing for our prosperous and very careful life. And we are trying for the better future. So we have to be hopeful for tomorrow. I started with this, and this is issue virtual route. I am in Sunsari district and some of you are in different parts, and this is called virtual route. We are not in our classroom, even to share, we are trying to learn something new. So we have started using Zoom, and we have requested you to download, and when you download this, obviously it will be very much helpful for you to learn many things. Every day many of you were there in our demo class last time, and we have said from Sunday to Friday we will have regular classes. Today is English class, and in the evening at 3:30 to 5 o'clock, 1.5 hour, I will be, and Pashupati sir will be sharing useful materials for you in our this group where you got the link. जहाँ तपाईले लिंक पाउनुभयो, हाम्रो त्यही ग्रुपमा अब तपाईहरुलाई मेटेरियल्सहरु हामी उपलब्ध गराउँछौं। अहिलेको क्लासमा चाहिँ हामीले विभिन्न कुराहरुमा डिस्कसन, we can share our ideas, you can ask your questions, you can have queries. So यो चाहिँ प्रत्यक्ष रूपमा, this is one more discussion and more very useful presentation we thought to make. And there are different modes of virtual learning. Social media use गरेर पनि we can learn, like Facebook, Messenger, Twitter, Instagram, WhatsApp, Imo, and many more. Electronic media, sometimes we use radio, television, overhead projector. Print media, newspaper, magazines also could be used, right? So virtual library, there are different books. If you may not believe, I have about 5,000 books in my laptop. So this is my virtual library. So this way also we can develop and we can learn. Similarly, email, Gmail, Yahoo, Hotmail, there are different forms of web browse processing. So you can learn different skills and ideas from using these web-based tools. Viber, you have been using Viber, Skype, Zoom. We are using now. Microsoft Teams, Bob, WeZone, Webinar Zone, and Moodle, Google Hangouts, Google Meet. These all are the tools that we use generally. So I just wanted to say that learning these days has been virtual. Nobody knows if it is the case for 6 months, if it is the case for a year. The government has to start teaching you in this way. We are just taking it for granted time by the time being. अहिले चाहिँ हामीले त्यस्तो सोचिरहेकै छैनौं। अहिले हामी चाहिँ खुल्छ अब कहिले खुल्छ, हामी एक्जाम कहिले हुन्छ भन्दै थियौं। यस्तै कन्डिसन रह्यो भने हाम्रो स्कुल कक्षा 12 तपाईहरुको यसै गरी हुन सक्छ। एक्जाम पनि तपाईहरुको के हो कसो भइरहेको छ। अब खुल्ने बित्तिकै एक्जाम हुन सक्छ पनि, अब कहिले हुन्छ भन्न सक्ने अवस्था पनि छैन। एक्जामलाई कसैले कुनै विज्ञहरूले प्री बोर्डमा जस्तो मार्क्स लिनु भयो त्यही मार्क्सले हाल्नु पर्छ, त्यही मार्क्स पठाइदिनुपर्छ स्कुलहरूले पनि भने, बट द्याट हेज नट बिन एप्रुभ, र त्यसलाई एप्रुभ गर्न सकिएको छैन र त्यसलाई सरकारले हुँदैन भनिसक्यो। अब तपाईँको एक्जाम त हुन्छ नै, तर कहिले हुन्छ नोबडी नोज। सो त्यसका लागि हामीले कम्तीमा घरै बसेर पनि सिक्दै गर्नुहोस्। कलेजमा जाँदा आउँदा लाग्ने भाडा, खाजा खाँदा हुने खर्च, अन्य कुराहरूमा हुने खर्चले तपाईँले डाटा प्याकै लिनुभयो भने पनि 1 आवरको एनटिसीको 1 आवरको 20 रुपिज अनलिमिटेड प्याक हुन्छ। 40 रुपिजको लिनुभयो भने 2 आवर तपाईँलाई काफी हुन्छ। तपाईँले कलेज जाँदाखेरि 40 रुपियाँले तपाईँलाई पुग्दैन थियो, तपाईँ 30 रुपियाँको त जेनरली खाजै खानुहुन्थ्यो, जाँदा आउँदा गाडी भाडा। द्याट्स वाइ वी रिक्वेस्ट यु जस्ट टु सेभ। तपाईँलाई एनटिसीमा 14-15 तपाईँले डायल गरेर हेर्नुभयो भने तपाईँलाई 1 आवर अनलिमिटेड दिन्छ 20 रुपियाँमा। 20 रुपियाँमा 1 घन्टा तपाईँले इन्टरनेट पाउनुहुन्छ, 40 मिनट खर्च गर्दा 2 घन्टा पाउनुभयो भने तपाईँको एभ्री डे त्यही 40 रुपियाँ खर्च हुन्छ, तर तपाईँले इम्प्रुभ योर लर्निङ। सो हामी त्यही कुरालाई रिक्वेस्ट गर्दैछौँ। यहाँ प्रिन्सिपल सरहरू, अरू सर म्यामहरू पनि एडमिनको हुनुहुन्छ। मैले आज क्लास पहिलो दिन भएकोले नेपालीमा पनि तपाईँहरूलाई बुझाउने कोसिस गरेँ। हामीले तपाईँहरूलाई, तपाईँको साथीलाई पनि प्लिज help them aid and let's encourage all of us to come in our class. अनि यो क्लासमा चाहिँ यो क्लासको एउटा विशेषता के छ भने यो क्लास चाहिँ अहिले मैले बोली नसकिकन पनि बिचमा एकचोटि ब्रेक हुन्छ। 40 मिनट पछि यो जुम क्लास आउट हुन्छ अनि म तपाईहरुलाई फेरि
No sir, it is upgraded already.
Yes, but
It is already upgraded.
okay,
Just now.
but generally it shows
Just now it is upgraded.
and if it is again, by the way, if it is up, I'll be sending you all the link again, so don't worry. सरले क्लास छोडेर जानुभयो नभन्नु होला। यो कन्टिन्यू भइरह्यो भने
ओके सर
गर्छौं, ब्रेक भयो भने म तपाईलाई अर्को लिंक पठाउँछु, त्यसैले तपाई त्यसमा आउनु होला। र अब मैले कोर्सको डिभिजनलाई एकचोटी तपाईलाई रिकल गराउन खोजे। We know that the magic of words is all about 50 marks, where 35 marks is for question answer and 15 marks for passage. You know, passage non-seen text, on-seen text will be given. And generally what happens in 35 marks, 2 long questions 10 20 marks, and 3 short questions 15 marks. That's why this is 35 and 15 marks passage 50. Meaning into words grammar plus writing 35, and link English technical grammatical skills plus dialogue writing. So this is how our overall English course was. And in that way, in the same functionality you have been learning, you almost completed your course. We also took pre-board, but unfortunately due to this pandemic situation, due to the spread of COVID-19 coronavirus, we have been not. You see, the world topmost powerful country in the world, America today, you know, it has been losing about 90,000 people. It is not a joke. चरा मरे जस्तो मर्दैछ, कुनै जंगलमा कुनै शिकारीले चाहिँ गोली हानेर झारे जस्तो। त्यति ठुलो देशलाई त्यति ठुलो संकट परिरहेको छ। And this is not the time that we need to enjoy. This is the time to be critical and to be serious, and not only for about our the normal life, but also about our education. त्यसैले हामी आफ्नै घर बचौं, सुरक्षित रहौं, बाहिर ननिक्लौं, तर आफूले पढ्दै गरेको कोर्स, आफूले पढ्दै गरेको किताब, त्यसलाई हामीले रेगुलर गरौं र केही कुराहरुको पुनरावृत्ति गरौं भनेर हामीले सुरुमा we started with messenger, अब अहिले हामीले यसलाई जुममा जाँदै छौं। अब यसलाई चाहिँ हामीले अझै बढी परिष्कृत गर्नका लागि तपाईहरु यसमा अभ्यस्त भइसकेपछि हामीले सोचेको छ कि यो क्लासबाट चाहिँ तपाईले अरु साथीहरुलाई पनि इन्करेज गर्नुहुन्छ र यो क्लासमा हामी 300 जना एकैचोटी पार्टिसिपेट हुन सकिन्छ। जनाले यसमा पार्टिसिपेट भएर we learn many things. अब मैले तपाईलाई आज म्याजिक अफ वर्ड्स को एउटा पिक्चर रिभाइज गर्न गइरहेको छु। जस्तो you can just look at here, म्याजिक अफ वर्ड्स मा चाहिँ दिपेन्द्र श्रेष्ठ केम म इनरोल पनि गरिरहेको छु। contents to be learned in magic of words 1 unit 1 stories of the supernatural.
सब दिएको छैन।
Visible छैन हो पशुपति सर, is it visible?
No sir, the video, the same video is visible here.
त्यो आन्सर त्यो अघिकै
IQ test video is visible first.
stop share. I need
Was
to do
it?
that. And
Yes, now you can share.
okay. I was trying to show this. Is this?
Okay, now it is visible. Yes.
Yes. So I was just talking of this quote: "Learn from yesterday, live for today, and hope for tomorrow" by Einstein. And I was trying to give you the picture of the visual route that we are in different parts of the country, and we are trying to come together, and we are trying to learn things there. And I also talk about different mode of virtual learning, virtual delivery, social media, electronic media, print media, virtual library, email, Gmail, Viber, Skype, Zoom, Microsoft Teams, Zone, Moodle, Google Hangouts, Google Meet. There are different ways. यसमध्ये हामीले चाहिँ we use Zoom, तपाईलाई थाहा छँदैछ. And मैले I was just trying to share this magic of words, meaning into words, link English को चाहिँ total capacity. We learned that we completed our course. We conducted pre-board, but unfortunately, due to coronavirus, we were not able to go ahead. And these are the contents to be learned in Magic of Words. मैले just revise मात्र गर्न खोजेको छु. Like supernatural story मा चाहिँ the recurring dream, the lost doll, fear, loving mother house. Fear is not supernatural story; it is a psychological story. You need two men, women, and children. And here we talk of my heart lifts up when I behold. Speaking of children, look at the teacup, one path and 3 day below. And the unit 3 is ecology and environment, where we'll be talking of poplar field, nightmare life without fuel, unchopping a tree, keeping things whole. Unit 4 is humor, where we talk of a concrete cat. Oops, how's that again? Unit 5, identity, gender, and ethnicity. It is all about the drama Malini. Unit 6, life and the $6 million man on the vanity of earthly greatness in bed and gardener. So these were the course to be learned in our Magic of Words. There are about 20 exercises in meaning into words, about 20 exercises, 20 units in meaning into words, 20 exercise most important in link English as well. So majority of you have done, you have completed your notes, you have studied well. So here we just want to recall the many things. Like I have brought the summary form of the story Recurring Dream. So I'm not just going to read this out here. I just wanted to say that Recurring Dream is a supernatural story, and I have just brought this here to show some of the questions, very important questions, and some other chapters. Like today I have covered one from story, another from essay, another from drama, another from poetry. So I have brought one from each today to discuss. Like you can see Recurring Dream, and it has some, are you getting this? Is it visible in your display? Yes, right.
Yes.
So there are some important questions I have brought, and will be. The second I brought chose is Malini, and it has also some questions. And the third I took from essay. Look at the teacup, and you can see some questions. Another nightmare life without fear. And then I have also brought. I also came. I have also brought this and popular field and some questions. And I have also brought some language courses. If you go and browse with this address, a web address, you will get different ideas, and you can learn many different things you can try later on. So let's go to this. Today I have not, and let me share you one thing. You will be getting these slides and the audio, video recorded, and other materials in your class, in your offline class as well. So, can anyone tell me what is about a recurring dream? What happens in recurring dream? What is the general story of recurring dream? Can anyone share me for just 1 minute? Rajendra,
Yes, sir.
can you just recall what was there in recurring dream? Just a 1 or 2 sentences, or if you like, a couple of sentences. What it was about?
Yes, sir. So the recurring dream is a supernatural story.
Yeah.
It is based on the dreams which is seen by the Kimberly Clark.
Yes. Yes. Of course.
In her dreams, she walks through the land. The dream was recurring every day.
Yes.
And then she walks through the lane and she walks to the lanes which was on the fence side of the lane.
Yeah.
And she reaches to a hill. She saw a small cottage with white slots. And when she knocked the door, the old man came. The old man opened the doors and she asked she always see the same old man, same lane and the same fence. She walks through the.
Yes. She saw.
After that,
Okay. Thank you,
after that,
Rajendra. Thank you, Rajendra. Thank you. Now, Mukesh, Muskan Chamling. Now is your time to continue. As Rajendra said that the story half lit. Kimberly Clark went to the door and she opened. She knocked on, and there was the same old man, and she saw. And what happened after that? What was there in the story? Muskan. Muskan, are you listening me? I think Muskan, my voice is not audible to Muskan. Let me go to Sundara. Sundara, you are listening me, right? If you like, you can share in Nepali as well, no problem. Okay. If you are comfortable with English or Nepali, no problem. You can share what happened when Kimberly reached to the man in a house, and the old man opened the door, and what is the event after that? I think your sound is not audible. I mean, you have not unmuted your sound box. Unmute first.
Sundira has not, but sir, we have to mute all first. Some more added, no?
Oh, okay. Rakesh Rama also came.
Sundira, first unmute your microphone.
You unmute Sundira, and then we can.
Okay, now you speak.
Then she was really surprised by seeing that old man which she used to see in her dream.
Yeah, of course.
And she told the man that I want to buy this house.
Yes.
But the man said, you will not buy that house, so go away. And she said, I will buy that. And the man said, this house is haunted And the Kimberly was very surprised and asked, who is haunting the house? And the man replied, it's you.
Yes.
And that much.
Thank you so much. Actually, the same thing had happened, and we certainly said, however, thank you very much. And you know, generally, there is a question from recurring dream. Why do we people have recurring dream, or why do people have recurring dream? This is one of the very familiar questions that has been frequently asked. So today, let's discuss one question: why do people have recurring dream? So, Ranjita, have you have any dream that has been recurring in your life? Do you see the same dream time and again? Have you seen any dreams that today, tomorrow, or the yesterday? Have you experienced that? No? You unmute your microphone and speak. Okay.
Sorry, sir.
Okay. So there is Sambu Thapa as well, right? Is there Sambu?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir, I am here.
Sambu, can you just help us to know about this reason why people have recurring dream? What do you
Sir,
think?
may I speak?
Yeah.
The reason some people.
I think because of pressures, tension about work and others thing.
Tiredness, workload, psychological problem, or
etc.
Okay. Dilip Mere came again to our group. Thank you. Thank you for your try. Anyone? Asika is also there, right? Asika Roka.
yes, sir.
Can you just add some more points in Sambu's answer?
Sometimes the reason behind recurring dream can be the workload that we take, or sometimes tiredness, and sometimes the desire of getting something, or sometimes the fear of losing our relatives or someone nearby us.
Yes. Great.
One new thing came, desire.
Yes.
Desire to
Can
get
I-
some.
Can I add one more thing?
Yes.
Yes.
Because we think something about something continuously, we think about something constantly.
Yes. Yes. Very good. When we think continuously onto the same matter, obviously it will be recurring in our dream. This is what the
Yes, sir.
psychologists say. Thank you so much. So anyone wanted to add more than this?
Overthinking and over stress.
Oh yes.
Good.
Overthinking, over stress.
Overthinking.
Who said this?
Samir Pokhrel.
Samir Hero. Great.
Because of fear of something we get, which we
Yes.
fear.
Of course.
Yes,
of
that's
course.
also
Thank
good.
you. Thank you so much. Okay. Let me share here. I show you. Like we can go through this, and I'd like to get some more points. If you simply look at this, there are two questions. what do you think is the reason some people have recurring dreams, or why do some people have recurring dreams? Give your opinion. This one question was asked in 2074, and the another was asked in 69. And these both questions have been frequently asked. The question number 2 was asked regularly, and the one was asked in 2074 and 75. So, can anyone read it out? Can anyone voluntarily read it out?
Human life is a bundle of desires. Whatever we desire to have cannot be achieved in real life because of economic and social limitations. Those unfulfilled desires are deeply rooted in the unconscious layer of the human brain. These desires are just like water in a dam seeking an outlet. The dream is one of the media through which the repressed desires of people surface out. The things which cannot be achieved in real life are realized by the dreamer in the form of a dream. When the desires become too strong to be suppressed, they cause people to have a recurring dream. Thus, unfulfilled and repressed desires are the reason that causes people to have recurring dreams. Besides them, some few more reasons to have a recurring dream are enlisted as: some dreams are related to our repressed desires. Some dreams are related to the physical condition of the dreamer. Some dreams forecast the events that might happen in the near future. Some dreams are related to the injuries that happened in the mind.
Yes. Thank you so much. So this question, I would like to request many of you. You just need to know the summary of the story recurring dream, and after that, this is one of the question, the very frequently asked and very important question for this chapter. I have brought a couple of questions from each chapter. Today, I have thought to cover some couple of stories, essays, and from each genre. That's why I request you. You'll be getting this answer later on too. So, if someone is writing, please do not write on the screen. And I request you to read this. And from for the next class, this is one of the homework for you. So you need to be able to say this one without looking your answer. So these questions, why do some people have recurring dreams? Give your opinion. तपाईहरुले यो प्रश्नलाई चाहिँ अर्को हप्ता क्लासमा आउँदाखेरि पशुपति सर अथवा म हामी दुईजना मात्रै हुन्छौं यो इंग्लिशको क्लासमा चाहिँ। अब के म आउँछु कि पशुपति सर आउनुहुन्छ, आई मिन क्लास लिने गरी। अहिले पशुपति सर हामीलाई सुनिरहनु भएको छ, उहाँले टेक्निकली मलाई सहयोग गरिरहनु भएको छ। अर्को दिन म फेरि पशुपति सरले क्लास लिनुभयो भने म उहाँलाई हेल्प गरिरहेको हुन्छु। त्यसैले तपाईहरुलाई अर्को सन्डेको लागि होमवर्क चाहिँ के छ भने अरु धेरै छैन, एउटा सर्ट यति छोटो छ। यो क्वेशन चाहिँ हाम्रो एक्जामको पर्सपेक्टिभबाट पनि धेरै इम्पोर्टेन्ट भएको हुनाले प्लिज रिड दिस आउट। अब ठ्याक्कै यही कण्ठ गरेर घोकेर लेख्नुस् हामी भन्दैनौ, यु जस्ट राइट एन्ड रिफ्रेज इन योर माउथ। तर मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेन्ट फिनोमिना मानिसलाई रिकरिङ ड्रीम हुने कुरा भनेको चाहिँ we people have very repressed desire, and when we cannot fulfill those repressed desire, and we see the same dream time and again. So thank you so much for now let's go to the next one.
Okay, sir.
Ganesh sir.
Azur.
Ganesh sir.
Yes, sir.
त्यो भिडियो अन गर भन्नु न, सबै स्टुडेन्टहरुलाई भिडियो अन भएको छैन, कसैको सबैको अफ छ, त्यहाँ भिडियो अन गर भन्नु न फर्स्टमा।
उहाँहरु त्यो नचलेर हो कि मैले उहाँहरुलाई खास भनेन। Can you listen everyone, right? So तपाईहरुको हामीले पिक्चर फोटो पनि हेर्न चाहन्छौं, तपाईहरु के गरि बस्नु भएको छ भनेर। त्यसैले सबैजनालाई हामी we request you to show your face. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Sambhu.
Sir, मेरोमा ह्याङ हुन्छ के मोबाइल नि।
ओके ल ठीक छ। एकचोटी कुनै न कुनै बेला एकचोटी चाहिँ यसो गरेर भए पनि हामीलाई तिमीहरुले देखाइदिनु पर्ने हुन्छ अनुहार। अनि हामीले भनेको छौं फर्मल अटायर।
सर भिडियो सपोर्टै भएको छैन,
भिजुअल देखिएको छैन भनेको। ओके ठीक छ। अब अहिले त्यसलाई सकेसम्म अब ल्यापटप कम्प्युटर हुँदा अलिक सजिलो हुन्थ्यो एनीवे जस्ट यु आर एट लिस्ट यु आर लिसनिङ राइट
Yes, sir.
ओके अब यो
Yes,
चाहिँ
sir.
मैले चाहिँ पावर पोइन्ट नै बनाएर लिएर आएको अनि मेरो खास टार्गेट चाहिँ तपाईँले यसमा हेर्न सक्नुहुन्छ भन्ने थियो सकेसम्म अब बरु यो क्लासको लागि चाहिँ घरमा दादा दिदी बाबा मम्मी कसैको मोबाइल छ भने पनि यो क्लासभरि चाहिँ ह्याङ नहुने खालको अलिकति इन्टरनल प्रोसेसर राम्रो भएको लिनुभयो भने चाहिँ तपाईँलाई राम्रो हुन्छ है त सो लेट्स गो टु द नेक्स्ट च्याप्टर Malini, I have brought just to sample today. What happens in Malini? Let's go to our friends here. I would like to ask question to summarize in a short. What is all about? Sachin Shrestha. Sachin, you are there. You are listening. And I just want to ask you to share a couple of sentences about Malini. What is it about? Who are the character? And what actually this drama, evokes, says? So can you just revise us? Sachin, now it is up to you. You forgot? Sachin, are you listening me? Don't be shy. Try to speak. Nepali ma bhannuhoस्, if you feel uncomfortable in English, no problem. Okay, we know English. We just have to write. अब इंग्लिश क्लास हो आज पहिलो क्लास पनि छ हामीले अलिकति यसलाई अलि बढी इन्टरएक्टिभ बनाउन खोजिरहेका छौं त्यसैले डोन्ट वरी अब भाषाकै कारणले तपाईलाई मनमा लागेको कुरा भन्न नपाउने त हुँदैन तर पनि इंग्लिश क्लासलाई अब आगामी दिनहरुबाट हामी वी ट्राई टु मेक इट मोर फर्मल तर सुरुको फर्स्ट क्लास हामी लिँदै छौं त्यसैले पनि सबै जनालाई आज मैले त्यति धेरै स्टक गरिरहेको छैन म आफूले पनि तपाईहरुलाई सजिलो होस् भनेर कति कुराहरु नेपाली if you feel comfortable अघि राजेन्द्रले चाहिँ हाम्रो सुन्दिराले भने जस्तो you just can try mistake कसको हुँदैन so if you like if not let me go to another person Dilip is there Dilip Gimire is there I believe he is listening to us Dilip Gimire No, he also didn't respond. You can share. Prakash, can you share? Oh, Dilip came. Okay, Dilip. I was just asking you to share a couple of ideas and information about the drama Malini. Can you share what it is all about? What happens there? Who are the characters? What is the theme of the drama? Can you share a couple of sentences?
Yes, sir. Why not? Malini is a drama.
Yeah, Malini is a drama.
Which was written by Rabindranath Tagore.
Yes. Yeah.
The famous Indian writer.
Yes.
In this drama, there are Malini and Malini Supriya.
Yeah. Kemankar.
And other character. This drama talks about faith, religion, belief, etc.
Okay.
In this drama, there is a queen named Malini who like to
Can you make your voice a bit louder? Therefore, everyone can hear you.
Wait a minute. अनि सर
Dilip, are you
अनि सर अनि सर अनि सर
okay? Dilip, anyway, thank you so much. Now, I just want to recall that this is one of the drama. It is all about the banishment of a princess from the royal family. Malini was a princess, and she was following Buddhism, the Buddhist religion, and the parents were from Hindu religion and Hindu region, and Malini started employing Buddhism. Therefore, she was forced to leave the country, and it was not actually the force, but her inner heart. She was much more inclined towards the follow the god Buddha, and she was loving Buddhist philosophy. Due to her encroachment and attachment to the Buddhism, and she followed and she started this showing the disseminating the knowledge about Buddhism. Therefore, the Brahmins and other people, they started raising the voice against her banishment. This is all about. And sometimes one of the important questions for this is character sketch of Malini. This is the long questions, very often it is asked. If you see, there is a summary. I'll share you this one, and a couple of questions. You can see, write a story of Supriya as a betrayer. Why is Supriya betrayer? Would you call Supriya a betrayer? Give your answer with reason. And another question, which is also asked frequently: what is the reason that Malini asked for her own banishment from the palace? Malini किन आफ्नै palace banishment that was the question. And another is sketch the character of Malini. This question has been asked about 10 times till the date. This is one of the frequently asked questions, and this is long questions indeed. Sketch the character of Malini. So you can just, can anyone read it out? Sketch the character of Malini. Who can see and read?
Malini is the princess.
Okay, Malini.
Okay, Ashika, you can read. Ashika.
Okay, sir. Malini is the princess of Kasi. Though born in the traditional Hindu family, Malini has adopted Buddhism. Because of her faith in Buddhism, she wants to live a simple life deprived of royal luxury, beautiful clothes, and valuable jewelry. The queen believes that she is a pure flame of fire and the divine spirit that has taken birth in her. Supriya has found his faith perfected in the form of Malini. The Hindu Brahmin regards Malini as the mother of the world. Even Kemankar is afraid of her more than all others. Malini herself thinks that her life is worthy to the needy people rather than to the palace. She has lived in the heart and hearts of the people. Malini is an image of love, and forgiving is her divine nature. The analysis of the entire play reveals her as all long, all virtual, all human, and divinely meritorious.
Meritorious.
That's all.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ashika. And I believe you get this, and we will be sharing these slides in our offline mode, and you can go through this, you can note it down, and you can read it out. So for this chapter from Malini, one of the very important question, I already showed why Supriya is a betrayal. You have to prove, and what was the reason of the Malini's banishment, and another question is characteristic of Malini. Let's go to the another very important essay. Look at a teacup. So when you talk of look at a teacup, it is the representation, one of the historical representation of the war and some assets the war. So Can anyone recall what is all about Look at a Teacup? Pravindra, are you listening me? मलाई सुन्दै हुनुहुन्छ?
Ravindra Thapa. First unmute your microphone. Ravindra Thapa.
Ravindra, I think he is not. Rachana Mote is there. Is Rachana Pariyar is there? Are you listening us?
सर हजुरले अनम्युट गर्दिदा पनि हुन्छ नि सर
उहाँहरु बोल्नु भकै छैन नभए म अनम्युट त गर्दिन्थे Are you there?
नमिलेको हो कि उहाँहरुको
Okay, no, now she.
Has she come?
No, she unmuted.
No,
Rachana.
Actually I unmuted.
Sir, looking at the teacup ko bhanne ho?
Yes.
Looking at the teacup. It's an story written by.
Not looking at the look at the.
Look at the teacup.
And we are looking at you.
Look only. Not before only look. Look at the teacup.
Yes, you can try. Try.
Looking at the teacup is written by Patricia Ample.
Yeah.
Say once again, look at the teacup. Asika, look at the teacup.
You spelled looking at the teacup again.
Sorry, sir, but I didn't get it.
No, that is look at the teacup, not looking at the teacup.
No, sir, it's looking at the teacup.
It's
No.
What's your book, man?
That's look at the teacup.
Okay, anyway, start.
Okay, you can continue.
I think Dipesh is there. Dipesh, can you yes? Dipesh, can you hear us? Ankit, you are there, right? Can you share something about look at a teacup? Your sound is not audible, Ankit.
No,
Can you say us?
No, he has problem with sounds. Sounds.
Okay. Anyway, who can share? Can anyone who has not spoken yet? I think Asmita is there. Asmita, can you speak something about look at the We are just trying to collect your information whether you have forgotten or not. Okay, I think she is not.
Nisha.
So look at the teacup is an essay
Yes.
by Patricia Hampel, and in this essay she has written the feeling and experience about relating life about her mother and the cup where her mother tells her about how the women's war during the Second World War, and how their life was and how did they survive that. And also she tells the writer to look at the tea where there were fallen leaves, which was the symbol of dead people who are dead during the war.
Okay. Thank you. Anyway, actually, this is one of the very important essay that you needed to know. And I would like to request you all, please go through this summary. As you have already written, you have mentioned in your notes as well. This is one of the historic representation. It is an on-chart history experienced by the Hempel's mother. And the thing happened during her marriage or during World War. She got married, and the experience that she got was about across the generations. So this is one of the very, very important. Say you have to look at. There are some questions. One of the very important questions you remember the falling body into the bed, falling bomb onto the women, and falling flowers onto the teacup. So this is one of the very generic questions that has frequently been asked. And besides that, there are some other questions, and like sometimes you are asked, many things fail that here. What does that mean? And another is the cup is a detail, a small on-chaired finger from a mid-century bonfire. So these two questions have also been frequently asked in short questions. So I have, managed to you for this answer. We will share these slides, and you can just go through this, and you read these questions as well. And you recall the another chapter today we just want to cover is the nightmare life without fuel, right? How many of you know about nightmare life without fuel?
Okay, Nisha will share something about this, the nightmare life without fuel. She was about to say something.
Yeah.
Nisha.
Okay. So
Nisha, please.
Is there Nisha? I think.
Yes, she is there. She has unmuted also. Now she will speak, I think.
Okay. Nisha, we are waiting for you if you want to speak anything.
Sir, I'm confused about that.
Oh, you are confused. Okay. Rajendra, I think you are there to say something. Can you recall what was there in the essay, A Nightmare Life Without Fuel?
So, Nightmare Life Without Fuel is written by the essayist Isaac Asimov.
Isaac Asimov.
Yes. And the essayist wants to foresee the future of Americans after 10 years when there will be the shortage of fuel.
And that's 20 years.
Sorry, 20 years.
20 years, yeah.
And he started he started the essay by mentioning the negative effect which is caused by the fuel crisis in Americans. Americans, and according to him, due to fuel crisis, nobody will be able to operate the electric materials in their house, which works with the fuel. fuel energy, and that agriculture will only be the source of national income. Yes,
Okay, that's great.
and
Yes. Can anyone add? Prakash, do you want to add anything there? Okay.
सर मलाई भन्नुभयो
Yes.
सर म त केही जान्दिनँ
You have to try, man. You can. Why? Who said you don't? You can, but you have no practice of. And if you lack in practice, you cannot say. You cannot say. But you remember. जस्तो आउँछ त्यस्तै जति सकिन्छ त्यति भन्ने गर्नुपर्छ. And today, tomorrow, and the day after, this week, next week, this month, next month, this year, next year. This way you improve. Otherwise, you say, "Sir, मलाई के आउँदैन," and then if you start living, and then this is all about giving up. You don't give up. बोल्नुपर्छ अनि मात्र सिकिन्छ. Mistake भएर केही हुन्न. Anyway, Prakash.
Knowledge increases when you share. Okay, Prakash.
Yes.
Without it increases, otherwise not.
सर आउने दिनहरुमा भन्नुला नि अहिले कन्फिडेन्स बिल्ड अप भएको छैन त्यही भएर
Okay, we believe that you will build up your confidence very soon. Can anyone say? Can anyone raise your hand to say something about this? To add something about this. Sundira, okay, Sundira has raised her hand. Now, please share something to your friend, what it is about, and as per you know. Yes.
The Nightmare Without Fuel is written by Isaac Asimov.
Yeah.
And beside the American societies, other countries will also suffer. More than American country, they will have starvation.
Yes.
And they will not be able to live their life by fulfilling their basic needs also.
Okay, good, thank you. Rachana, are you there, Rachana?
Yes, sir.
So I called you earlier, you didn't respond. Now we are discussing on Nightmare Life Without Fuel. Can you add some more points? What this essay is about? Do you have anything in your brain to share, or you forgot?
I'm confused of that.
You are confused about that? Okay, no problem. Anyway, I was sharing you that Nightmare Life Without Fuel, and it has some questions, and it was all about the fuel crisis that are going to be in our near future. Some of the powerful countries in Western Europe and American countries, they have been strong enough these days. But the Isaac Asimov represented one of the very much pathetic situation that would really be dark and dirty in human life when the crisis appear to be in and among people all around the world. If we are not able to find the alternative of the sources of energy, one day all the sources of these kerosene, paraffin, petrol, diesel, material, and all the natural resources may dry out. And when they are no more, existed in our lifetime, then we will be dying out. Therefore, we should not be dependent on those resources. Rather, we have to utilize them to find new alternative sources of energy. So, finding the sources of energy, यो यसैले चाहिँ खासमा हामीले अहिले जुन जुन ग्यासो लाइनहरु युज गरिरहेका छौं त्यसलाई चाहिँ हामीले अब विस्थापित गर्नको लागि चाँडै विस्थापित गर्न सकिएन भने पनि एक दिन यस्तो सिचुएसन आउँछ हामीले त्यसमा मात्रै डिपेन्ड रहँदा चाहिँ त्यो सबै सकिएर जान्छ अनि सकिसकेपछि हामीसँग अर्को कुनै वेज अफ लाइफ हुँदैन किनभने हामी त्यसमा डिप्राइभ्ड भइसकेको हुन्छौं त्यसैले हामीले आजैबाट चाहिँ सोर्स अफ एनर्जी के हुन सक्छ मलाई के गर्न सकिन्छ सोलर ब्याट्री गर्न सकिन्छ कि अरु त्यसको कुनै मेकानिजम तयार गर्न सकिन्छ कि दिस वाज अल अबाउट the author's nightmare of life about fuel. So उहाँले देख्नु भएको जुन सपना छ मानिसलाई उहाँले चेतावनी दिनु भएको छ. So I was just trying to connect that this is all about the crisis management, specifically on fuel, and it is all about awareing people to look at the alternative resources of energy. So this was all about, and here we can see some questions like, according to the author, what will be the advantages of the fuel crisis 1997 and the disadvantages? And I have brought some ideas there along with the summary. Please, you can go through them. मैले आज जति क्वेशन्सहरु लिएर आएको छु त्यो क्वेशन्सहरु चाहिँ बाइ एन्ड लार्ज एक्जाममा सोधिएको क्वेशन्स मैले नसोधिएको कुनै क्वेशन most of the questions they have been asked in your examination, in final examination. So last but not the least, we talk of Poplar Field, right? This is one of the poetry in our course, and I believe many of you have understood what this poem is about. I have brought different chapters from different units, right? One from natural story, recurring dream, another from essay, another from stereotypical essay, another from drama, and another from poems, poetry. Can anyone just share some ideas about the poem Poplar Field? What it is about? What does poet say in this poem? Ranjita,
yes, sir.
You are writing something there. Can you just recall a couple of sentences? What is about this Poplar Field?
I'm confused, little bit.
Confused? Don't get confused.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this poem is also about nature and the conservation of nature, where the poet compares the 12 years of his life that he was earlier there and when he reached back after 12 years. So the poet has remarkably compared the situation, the degrading and the devastating situation of the nature that he encountered 12 years back and forth. Sachin, can you add something there on the poem Poplar Field? In our today's class, you have no language restriction. You can, if you like, you can say in Nepali as well, no problem. But from the next weekend, from the next classes, we'll try to be more formal. If you know, or if you say, you can try. But if you don't know, or if you confused, feel very frank. And this class is not just to monitor you. Okay, this class is for your facilitation. And तपाईले बोल्न सिक्नु भयो भने तपाईले practice गर्न थाल्नु भयो भने this is all about for your support. So can you add some sentences or some more ideas? I think your microphone is not audible to us. Your voice is not audible. Okay, I think Sachin, you felt difficult how to begin, right? Anyway, can anyone add something about the Poplar Field? I have said there is no language restriction. You can try. look at here.
The popular field in which he has participated a popular was wrote on.
Can anyone read out the first or a second paragraph? Ranjita, please read this first and second paragraph.
Okay, sir. Poem composed by pre-romantic poet translation William Cowper. In the poem, the poet laments for the destruction of natural environment in horrible picture of the bad impact of deforestation. When the poet visits his favorite proper field after 12 years, he noticed same remarkable example of environmental damage caused by deforestation. But the proper trees that used to grow on the bank of the river, the great house has been cut down. As a result, the shadows of the trees and whispering sound of the wind have vanished away. The wind plays no longer, and the image of the trees don't fall on the river any longer. The tree that used to stand something have been laid down on the grass to become his seat. After its shelter has been destroyed, the blackbird has migrated to the shelters of houses. As a result, the proper field doesn't echo with the melodious sounds of the blackbird any longer.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Ranjita. Actually, as you believe, and if you can recall the beauty of the nature that the poet experienced a couple of years earlier, and when poet reached there, the forest was beautiful. There would be the melodious sound of the bird, chirping sound of the bird, and the density of the forest was very heavy and huge. And the people would not go alone because it had this very historic and very natural, entity. But after 12 years of time, when poet reached into the same destination, he didn't see any cowards looking after their, cattle. He didn't see any birds, producing the melodious sounds. He didn't listen any song, sang by the birds. There was not as such melodious sounds. The weather was destroyed and damaged. The environment has really was really been degraded, and the degrading situation and the very harshening situation applies of the poet think and write about the poem very comparatively. कविले चाहिँ आफूले अनुभव गरेको 12 वर्ष अगाडि आफू जाँदा त्यहाँको सुन्दरता, त्यहाँको मनमोहक वातावरण, अनि कविले चाहिँ सुन्ने गरेको त्यो चराले गाउने गीतहरू, अनि जङ्गलमा लाने ती गोठालाहरूले आफ्ना गाईबस्तु हेराउँदा हुने ती सुन्दर दृश्यहरू, त्यो नेचुरल छङछङ बग्ने ती छाँगाहरू, चराहरू 12 वर्षपछि सबै ह्युमनले दृश्य गरिसकेको र त्यो ब्युटीलाई चाहिँ उसले आफ्नै आँखाले राम्रोसँग हेर्न पनि निहाल्न पनि नसकेको, हेर्न पनि नसकेको परिवेशलाई चाहिँ the poet has remarkably pictured out in this poem. So thank you so much, Ranjita, for helping me to read this out. So this is what I was sharing, and the another one you can see, consider this poem as a defense of nature conservation. And there are some questions you can see. I have asked you to answer this down. What changes did the poet see in the poplar field when he came back after 12 years? write how the poet links up the ideas of the cut down poplar with the end of human life and pleasure. The poem Poplar Field has come as a defense of nature. Can explain, summarize the poem The Poplar Field. These are the questions asked frequently from this chapter. So I would like to request go through these all questions, and if you feel difficult, we'll discuss and we'll answer these questions again in our next class. And finally, you have to you can note it down. There are different web-based courses. Coursera, Domestika, Udemy, and Storyplace. If you go and browse from this web page, web address, you will get free extra courses. You don't have to pay charge. If you use Google and if you go through these different courses, these courses I brought here just to facilitate you. तपाईले यो मैले तपाईलाई राखिदिएको वेबसाइटमा जानुभयो र यसमा यो लिंकमा क्लिक गर्नुभयो भने तपाईले चाहिँ विभिन्न खालका ल्याङ्ग्वेज लर्निङका गेम्सहरुको माध्यमबाट विभिन्न कुराहरु सिक्नुहुन्छ। अनि त्यो कोर्सहरु तपाईले रेगुलर लिनुभयो 1 महिना 2 महिना भने त्यो कोर्सले तपाईलाई अटोमेटिकली तपाईलाई चाहिँ सर्टिफिकेट पनि प्रदान गर्छ। त्यस्तो खालको कोर्सहरु हो। एन्ड दिज अल आर द कोर्सेस अबाउट ल्याङ्ग्वेज लर्निङ। coursera.org, domestika, Udemy, Storyplace, त्यहाँ गएर तपाई आफ्नो स्टोरी पनि राख्न सक्नुहुन्छ अनि अरूको स्टोरी पनि पढ्न सक्नुहुन्छ। Udemy मा जानुभयो भने तपाईले विभिन्न देशको इंग्लिश कोर्सहरुको हेर्न सक्नुहुन्छ। यु क्यान लर्न मेनी डिफरेंट थिंग्स। त्यसपछि डोमेस्टिकामा जानुभयो भने विभिन्न देशको कोर्स अफ स्टडी हेर्न सक्नुहुन्छ। हाम्रो अंग्रेजीको कोर्स र अमेरिकाको अंग्रेजीको कोर्सको डिफरेन्सेस के छ त्यो कुराहरु तपाईलाई त्यहाँ लर्न गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ। कोर्सेरामा गएपछि विभिन्न टेक्निक्सहरु सिक्न सक्नुहुन्छ। So these all are the resources I try to give you as a resources. And finally, I have also brought some of the helpful materials for you. Like you can see some of the verb, some of the words, and when we have to write, we have to notice it out. Is it visible to you all? Is this visible?
No, sir.
No, it has not opened yet.
No.
Yes, sir.
I opened it, but again I'll. It is not open yet.
No, sir.
Let me do that again. So I think our time has been over. I just wanted to say you a couple of things now. Now remember, I have some materials to provide you. This has also been recorded. You can learn or you can listen from the very beginning what we discussed, how many of you participated, and what was the intervention in the middle. And we can learn this way. This recording can be made later on too, and this recording also will be in your English group. The presentation slide also will be in your English group. Similarly, there are some other videos and audio materials. These all will be uploaded in your offline class later on. So what is the time of your offline class? You can get this material access after 3:30 to 5 o'clock. You can go and learn many things. So you remember the homework for the next week. Next week you will have to know one question. Only one question you have. You have not much question. One question. The question is, why do people have recurring dream? So this is one of the question, and the answer is also will be shared in the same PowerPoint slides that I'll be doing, and Pasudesar will be helping us to do that. So this way you have to learn, and please help other friends to come, and at least they learn many things. And as I already said, हामीलाई कलेज आएर पढ्नु परेको भए पनि हामीलाई दिनमा 40 रुपैयाँले केही पनि हुने थिएन। हामीले खाजा खाँदा जान्थ्यो 30 रुपैयाँ 25-30 रुपैयाँ भने हामीलाई तपाईलाई थाहा छ कतिजनालाई 14-15 डायल गरेर एनटिसी को सिमबाट चाहिँ हामीले लिन सकिन्छ। त्यसको प्याक 1 आवर अनलिमिटेड हुन्छ। 120 रुपीस को तपाईले भिडियो पनि खोल्न मिल्छ त्यसबाट। तर तपाईको मोबाइलले ल्यापटपले सपोर्ट गर्नु पर्यो। अब मोबाइलबाट चाहिँ त्यो अन गरेर ल्यापटपमा कनेक्ट गरेर पनि हामीले गर्न सकिन्छ। बरु त्यसको आइडिया पर्सनली तपाईले मसँग लिनुभयो भने मोबाइल अन गरेर ल्यापटपमा चाहिँ तपाईले त्यसलाई चाहिँ ट्र्याक गरेर त्यहाँबाट पनि तपाईले वाइफाई जस्तो टावर निकालेर गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ। त्यसले 1 आवरको 20 रुपीस, 2 आवरको 40 रुपीस लाग्छ। तपाईले दिनमा 40 रुपीसले 2 आवर्स अनलिमिटेड युज गर्न सक्नुहुन्छ। जस्तै बिहान 7:30 बजेदेखि लिनुभयो भने 8:30, 8:30 देखि 9:30 बजेसम्म तपाईलाई 2 आवर्स सफिसिएन्ट हुन सक्छ। त्यसैले त्यो एउटा अप्सन पनि तपाईहरुसँग छ। अरु साथीहरुलाई पनि भन्नु होला त्यसो गर्नलाई, अथवा फर्दर कसैले केही इफ दे वान्टेड टु नो मोर अबाउट दिस वी विल बी शेयरिङ। अरु कुराहरु पनि हामी तपाईलाई शेयर गर्छौं। त्यसमा चाहिँ जेनरली वाइफाई हुनेहरुले वाइफाईबाट र नहुनेहरुले डेटाको अनलिमिटेडबाट चाहिँ नचल्ने पनि समस्या हुँदो रहेछ। मैले हिजो प्र्याक्टिस गरेर पनि हेरेको थिएँ। नचल्ने ठाउँहरुमा पनि त्यो प्याक अनलिमिटेड प्याकले चाहिँ त्यसलाई निकै ब्राउज गर्न चल्न सहज गर्दो रहेछ। सो आई रिक्वेस्ट अल अफ यू प्लिज फलो अल द एन्ड राजेन्द्र आई रिक्वेस्ट यू प्लिज सेक्सन बी लाई तपाईले हेर्नु होला। त्यहाँ साथीहरु धेरै आउनु भएको छैन। सुन्दिरा तपाई 2 जना देख्दैछु मैले। अनि त्यसपछि रन्जिता हुनुहुन्छ। सेक्सन ए बाट दिलीप हुनुहुन्छ। आई बाट रञ्जित प्रकाश हुनुहुन्छ भने अरु ए बाट आयुष पनि, पूजन ल बाट, आशिका ल बाटै हुनुहुन्छ। अरु सेक्सनबाट तपाईहरुको सेक्सनबाट अरु साथीहरुलाई पनि लेट्स इन्करेज देम एन्ड हेल्प देम। उहाँहरुलाई कहिलेकाहीँ कतिले त्यो मोबाइलमा डाउनलोड पनि भएन भन्ने हुन्छ। उहाँहरुको त्यो डाउनलोड नहुने कुरा हुँदैन। उहाँहरुको मोबाइलमा चाहिँ स्पेस नभएर हुन सक्छ। सबैलाई सपोर्ट गर्ने खालको कम्तीमा तपाईले सुन्नु मात्रै भयो भने धेरै कुरा जान्नुहुन्छ। अनि यही मटेरियल छ। तपाईले 2 चोटी बिहान पनि अनि बेलुका पनि यसलाई एकचोटी आफैले फरवार्ड गरेर हेर्नु भयो भने you'll be getting much more ideas। अब तपाईहरुको क्लास यसै गरी हुन्छ। यसलाई अझ बढी रेगुलर, अझ बढी इफेक्टिभ पार्नको लागि अब यसलाई तपाईहरुको के छ सर यो क्लासलाई चाहिँ यसो गर्न पाएको भए राम्रो हुन्थ्यो भने केही सल्लाह दिनुहुन्छ तपाईहरु हामीलाई। अरु सब्जेक्टहरुमा अब भोलिबाट क्लास हुन्छ। भोलि नेपाली हुन्छ। भोलि तपाईलाई बाबुराम सरले हामी पनि त्यहाँ हुन्छौँ। तपाईहरुलाई सर हामीलाई यो ग्रामरको पार्टमा चाहिँ अलि बढी बुझेको छैन, अथवा चाहिँ हामीलाई यो पार्टमा अलि फोकस गरिदिनु पर्यो, अथवा यो चाहिँ हाम्रो अलि बुझिएकै छैन भन्ने त्यस्तो कुनै च्याप्टर छ भने पनि वी क्यान शेयर, वी क्यान डिस्कस। तपाईलाई यहाँ भन्न गाह्रो भयो भने हाम्रो च्याट बक्समा गएर लेखिदिनु भयो भने पनि हुन्छ। विल लुक एट अल द च्याट बक्स, all the things you write in chat box। अनि त्यसमा लेखिएको कुरालाई हामी हेर्ने छौं। र आज हामी सुरुमा त अलि बढी थियौं, अहिले अलि संख्या घट्दै गयो। हाम्रो टाइम पनि सकियो। 9 बजे सक्नु भनेको हामीसँग अहिले अलमोस्ट 9:04 भयो। सबै भाइ बहिनीहरुलाई यो क्लास कलेजले तपाईहरुलाई बाध्यता पारेर र तपाईहरुलाई पर्ने हिसाबले ल्याएको क्लास होइन। धेरै जना भाइ बहिनीहरुले नबुझे जस्तो लागेको छ मलाई। यो क्लास भनेको नितान्त तपाईहरु घर बसेर बोर नहुनुहोस्। तपाईहरु घर बसेर 24 घण्टा फेसबुकमा चलाउनुहोस्। भोलिका दिनमा तपाईहरुलाई पनि आफूले डिस्कस गर्दाखेरि, तपाईले आफूले कुराहरुमा छलफल गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ अरु साथीहरुलाई पनि त्यो नलेजले शेयर गर्ने अवसर, त्यो ज्ञान तपाईले पाउनुहुन्छ। जस्तै अब आज मैले तपाईहरुलाई यो कुराहरु शेयर गरे, अलिकति तपाईहरुलाई बिर्सेको कुरा पनि याद भयो, अलिअलि सम्झिनु पर्ने रहेछ है त्यो त मैले त बिर्सेछु भन्ने पनि याद भयो। त्यो भएको हुनाले सबै कुराहरुलाई हामीले मेन्सन गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ। अनि भोलिको दिनमा एक्जाम कलेज खुलिहाल्यो अथवा यो सिचुएसन अलिकति राम्रै भयो भने हामीले धेरै समय हामीलाई हुँदैन परीक्षा दिने। हामीलाई कन्डिसन ओपन हुने कन्डिसन भयो भने हामीलाई बाटै एक्जाम सुरु हुन्छ 11-12 को एससी को शुद्ध पनि एउटै दिन बिहान दिउँसो गरेर गर्ने कुराहरू पनि चलिरहेको थियो त्यसैले फाइनली सबै विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरूलाई चाहिँ यति मात्र रिक्वेस्ट गर्न चाहन्छौँ हामी प्लिज हेल्प अस टु डु दिस यसको लागि हामीले तपाईँलाई अस्ति पनि भनेको छौँ यो तपाईँलाई एक्स्ट्रा चार्ज लिएर एक्स्ट्रा पैसा लिएर लिने कोर्स होइन यो कलेजले तपाईँहरूलाई कलेज आउन नसक्दाखेरि यो संसारभरि नै अहिले अल अराउन्ड द वर्ल्ड सबैतिर यसै गरी पढाइ भइरहेको छ सबै स्कुल कलेजले पढिरहनु भएको छ त्यसैले तपाईँहरूलाई पनि हामीले यसै गरी आउनुहोस् होइन अनि तपाईँको प्यारेन्ट्सलाई पनि तपाईँहरूले भन्न सक्नुहुने हामीलाई भन्नुहोस् हामी प्यारेन्ट्सलाई बुझाइदिन्छौँ अब मैले अघि पनि भने आशिका बहिनी अथवा शम्भु भाइले चाहिँ त्यो के चल्दैन कि के भन्दै हुनुहुन्थ्यो मलाई लाग्छ त्यसलाई चाहिँ त्यो क्लासको लागि चाहिँ अनलिमिटेड प्याक लियो 1 आवर अनलिमिटेड प्याक लियो भने तपाईँले 1 आवर मात्रै सुन्नुभयो भने पनि तपाईँको लागि धेरै ठुलो कुरा हुन्छ त्यसैले मैले भन्न खोजेँ यसरी म्यानेज गर्नुभयो भने अनि प्यारेन्ट्सको युज गर्न पनि सक्नुहुन्छ आखिर मोबाइलबाटै युज गर्नको लागि र पढ्ने बेलामा चाहिँ सबै विद्यार्थी भाइ बहिनीहरूले अनुशासित भएर एउटा चाहिँ बस्ने स्टाइल आफूले लगाउने ड्रेसलाई अलिकति ख्याल गरिदिनुपर्छ त्यसै गरी आफूले आज अङ्ग्रेजीको क्लास हो या नेपालीको क्लास हो भनेपछि त्यो आफूलाई चाहिने मेटेरियल्सहरू छेउमै राखेर बस्नुपर्ने हुन्छ आफ्नो नोट बुक पेन पेपर त्यसो भयो भने तपाईँलाई सजिलो पनि हुन्छ ल मैले आज यही कुराहरू भने र तपाईँलाई चाहिने अरू मटेरियल्सहरू र जुन कुरा आज अहिले मैले अब टाइमको अभावले यहाँ देखाउन सकिनँ मैले अरू मेटेरियल्सहरू पनि लिएर आएको छु अरू मेटेरियल्स भन्नाले जुन मेटेरियल्सहरू चाहिँ तपाईँलाई तपाईँले ख्याल गर्नुपर्ने जस्तो राइटिङको पार्टमा गएर तपाईँले जान्नुपर्ने कुराहरू के हुन सक्छन् तपाईँहरू देख्दै हुनुहुन्छ मैले अहिले सेयर गरेको स्क्रिनमा
No, sir.
Is it not visible?
Yes, we can see.
Okay. अब त्यो देख्नु भयो भने त तपाईले यो पनि देख्नु पर्ने हो. Is it visible? No.
No, sir.
Files are only visible.
Oh, files.
No, sir.
Right?
Files open भएको छैन.
Okay. Files चाहिँ अब मैले ओपन गरेँ तपाईलाई केही देखाए त केही देखाउँदै छ यसले देखाउनु चाहिँ कुनै हो मैले यहाँबाट शेयर गर्दा देखाइरहेको हुन्थ्यो ओके जस्तो यहाँ मैले भाइ बहिनीहरूलाई केही फोटोग्राफ्सहरू कहिलेकाहीँ सेन्टेन्समा लेख्दा बोल्दा चाहिँ हामीले विभिन्न वर्डहरू युज गर्छौँ जस्तै हामी चाहिँ भेरी स्मार्ट भन्छौँ भेरी ब्याड भन्छौँ हाउ इज हि भन्यो भने हि इज भेरी ब्याड भन्छौँ वास्तवमा अहिले चाहिँ हामीले त्यो वर्डको सेलेक्सन गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ कसरी गर्न सकिन्छ भनेर मैले तपाईँलाई त्यहाँ एउटा मटेरियल्स ल्याएको थिएँ जस्तो कि भेरी ब्याडलाई हामी अफुल भन्छौँ हामी भेरी स्मार्टलाई इन्टेलिजेन्ट भन्छौँ भेरी स्याडलाई सरोफुल होइन भेरी अपसेटलाई चाहिँ स्ट्रट भेरी कोल्डलाई फ्रिजिङ यस्ता खालको वर्डहरू तपाईँहरूलाई यो फेरि पनि भने मैले तपाईँहरूलाई तपाईँहरूको अफलाइनमा यो सबै कुराहरू अभाइलेबल हुन्छ भरेसम्म र तपाईँहरू सबैजनालाई त्यसमा रहेर ती कुराहरू पनि नलेज राख्नु होला पढ्नु होला स्वस्थ रहनु होला व्यस्त रहनु होला फेसबुकमा व्यस्त नरहनु होला कम्तीमा तपाईँको अनलाइन क्लास चलिरहेछ अब तपाईँहरूले त्यसलाई अलिकति टाइम दिएर हेर्नुभयो भने एक्जाम जहिले भए पनि होइन आफूसँग त्यो नलेजलाई हामी जहिले पनि युज गर्न सक्छौँ इम्प्लोय गर्न सक्छौँ त्यसैले सम्पूर्ण भाइ बहिनीहरूलाई I would like to thank once again and I would like to request once again please help other your friends to come and join with us and have a great time ahead and if you have any queries and any questions you can keep in our you can ask in our offline English group you can share your question you can share your query and we try to answer you there as well and you will be getting some more and all these materials in our offline classes. Thank you so much for your support and I would like to thank our admin staff and all our English staff, and more specifically our English teacher Pashupati sir. Thank you so much for bearing me 1.5 hour plus time. So thank you so much. Have a great time ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.